Hey, this is Stevie Reacts 2. Um, I am reacting this time a little bit of The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, which just came out. They finally came out of their with their mid-season premieres. Loved it, both of them. But my main thing is kind of like a combination of uh, cabin fever, talking about that again, how people are reacting on YouTube, and the news of the day. So I know last time I said that I would definitely try to make it as simple as possible, or as quick as possible. And Lord knows how that went. That being said, I am now wearing my sweatshirt. So no more road, or at least for the morning, because it's cold as all get out in the morning. I don't know why. And shout out to my bracelet. I've had this for a while now. It's a beautiful bracelet that I think he was Nigerian, a Nigerian man that my aunt knew gave me this bracelet. So as a gift, I think it was a birthday gift. Anyway, doesn't matter. It was a gift for like one of the for a celebration. Um, and it's supposed to help with healing and like your aura. Uh, that's as much as I can remember from what he told me. So shout out to him. But anyway, so okay, I started backwards forwards, I guess. So I started with Legends of Tomorrow, their mid-season premiere, and I absolutely loved it. And when I say mid-season premiere, I say that because they did the breaks because it was a combination of the Easter break and the COVID-19 virus hitting at the exact same time. Legends of Tomorrow, mind you, they had already finished in January, so they had enough time to be able to finish up any whatever they needed to do as far as editing and not sci-fi special effects. Um, but there is a chance that there's going to be cliffhangers on pretty much every single season except for Black Lightning, which ended way earlier. Um, and they had finished everything even before the season was ended. Now it's only about when they're going to get back to filming because there is a fourth season coming for Black Lightning. And what I have to say about this season with Legends of Tomorrow has been very, if they were experimentative in the last two, so 3 and 4, they are definitely taken into a whole nother notch. And Matt Reeves, that's his name, Matt Reeves, the one who plays John Constantine, is really stepping up his game. I'm not going to say the other name. He's stepping up his game as an actor. He's funny, he's charismatic. It's almost like pulling John Constantine from the comic books and putting them on screen. Like, and I have a few of graphic novels to kind of that I've been reading up on Constantine, so I know what I'm talking about. Maybe not as many people, but enough. And this one was just heartening and disheartening at the exact same time. You had your laughs, you had your cries. I'm not trying to give spoilers, so that's the reason why I'm just describing it this way. And it starts off with trying to, facing one of the other sisters, trying to find the next part of the loom because they only had two more left. Um, John being an insensitive asshole because he's so dedicated. Whenever he gets a fix, he just becomes a dick. And Barat and Nate and Zari all kind of culminating in their identity in a way. Like, I mean, we already knew Nate's identity. You know, he's a bro for life, whichever guy he has, but he's intelligent. He's not that kind of douchey. He's not douchey at all, actually. Um, and then Barat was just kind of like that semi-stoner type guy. And then Zari was seemingly the self, basically stuck up type version of Zari. And then, we go through this whole process and then we learn more about this Zari compared to the old Zari and how it's interconnected. And yeah, it was a fun ride. It really was. And I really enjoyed it. Now, The Flash, which, let me clean my glasses. I definitely have to clean my glasses for this one. Trust. Mm. One more time. Y'all can wait. So, yeah, The Flash. Okay, that is so much better. Took forever. I try not to wear my glasses all the time unless I actually have to or if I'm outside. That's a side note, but it's a fact. Um, I do need them for the most part, but I don't need them at the same time. Like, it's mostly like if things become fuzzy or if I have to drive or if I'm out in public or if I'm doing this, which I have done. Of course, you've seen I haven't done. I've done some of my Stevie reacts without my glasses on, which I'm changing that now because it makes it a lot easier to see you, or at least the camera. Now with Flash, they've done this whole black wave, black something, black, I don't know. It's just really whatever. Some douchey ass white dude who has a whole bunch of money fucked his wife over and put her into, once she was sucked into an alternate dimension because of the particle accelerator, he basically decided to just leave her there and just take over everything and be like, oh, she died. And then, but she has the ability to make clones of people and bring them into the world when she can't. Whereas she can't. And it's just I really enjoyed the season because damn sure season 5 with that whole Cicada 1 and 2 was not getting on my radar. The only thing about season 5 was Nora Allen West. She was the only good part about that season. Everyone else was just getting on my nerves. Well, except for Cisco's new girlfriend. And then Machete showing up. The guy, Danny Trejo, who played Machete, when he showed up, um, last year. That was actually really cool. But my thing is that they gotta step their up, because if they don't, they're gonna fall into the trap of Arrow. Arrow just died after 8 seasons, and most of the CW shows have gone on for years. In fact, the longest one before some of the recent ones, I'm talking about when it was still WB, one of the longest ones was Seventh Heaven. That was 10 years that they had Seventh Heaven. I grew up with Seventh Heaven. I watched it until about like maybe the last 3 years or something like that. But I knew that it lasted for like 10 years. And then on and on, it's like you kept seeing the shows would last on the C when it became both WB and CW. And then, when it became just the CW, um, these shows lasted for 8, 9, 10 some odd years. I mean, look at Smallville. Look at Supernatural, 15 years. I think that's one of their longest running ones. Um, you know, Girlfriends, Gossip Girls, I mean, all that stuff. Dawson's Creek. So the point that I'm making is that it's lasted. So I just hope that Flash doesn't go into that mid factor where people are just like, you know what, I'm done. I'm tired. I can't do it anymore. And then you also have the pandemic. Um, there was a nice little Easter egg in Legends of Tomorrow that I didn't say earlier, where they actually made it meta for about a good 5-10 minutes, where they had to go to British Columbia, Canada, and they were in an area specifically that was supposed to be airing, be filming, excuse me, a supernatural episode. And what's her name? Sarah, the main character, the Captain Sarah. She's sitting there. It's like, oh my God, Supernatural is sitting there, and she's like all like giddy. And then she even said that Dean, Jensen Ackles, is her hall pass. And for those who don't know what a hall pass is, in a relationship, there are some people in some relationships, there are some people who say that, okay, if a famous person was attracted to you, or if you had that opportunity, this is your hall pass. This is your gateway. This is your whatever, whatever terminology they want to say, which means that you can fuck around with them for that night, but you're coming back home to me. What did Jill Scott say? I got it better back home. hmm So for me, it will always be like I can be like, ooh, but I got it better back home. So you cute and all, you sexy and all, and like, ooh, God, what is that? But I got it better back home. So that's just me. I agree with the hall pass idea. I do. I just like I would give my partner a hall pass if they wanted one, in that scenario. Because it's usually like something weird and it's just like, it's not going to happen. But it's just fun to play. That being said, look at me. I said I was going to make it short again, and it's now almost 15 minutes. I will say this real quick, okay, and I'm going to go past 15 minutes. I'm pretty much almost there by now. the state of the world, the state of this nation. Forget the world, because the world is actually doing better than us. Let's be real. They've actually been able to start tempering things down. Because even when they were doing kind of iffy things, when they realized we need to get this down, they started getting it down. And people actually acknowledged it. What are we doing? We have rally after rally after rally after rally, pretty much on most of the East Coast and most of the West Coast, of these small little fractions of groups, thousands of people though, that are literally sitting there is like, you're taking the right from me to get a gun. You're taking the right from me to get paint. You're taking the right from me to get a haircut. Number one, go to YouTube. You can find a way to get a haircut. If I had clippers now, right now, I would be able to shape my hair up, and I don't even care. But if I wanted to, I could do that. If I wanted to find a way to get cuisine that I couldn't afford at this moment, but because of the fact that I have enough ingredients to do it, YouTube. Or hell, anything else, all spice, all recipe, excuse me. I could do that, right? Not everyone could do it, because not everyone has internet. That's the sad part. But I could do it. And plenty of these people that are sitting there that are risking other people's lives doing these rallies are infecting other people when they go back home, and they feel so proud. What you got to be proud about? You went out for what, a couple of hours, waving the American flag, some of them waving a Confederate flag, some of them waving the Trump great Make America Great Again flag. I'm like, do you see how idiotic you guys look to the rest of the world? It's like, look, no matter what, okay, you can bitch and moan, but in the end, those jobs still haven't come back. So until you reach out to those greedy CEOs and those politicians who have stolen your jobs, stop looking at someone with my complexion. Stop looking at the immigrant or the green card or the visa holder, and look at the people who are literally sitting there and selling your jobs overseas. And then on top of that, don't blame them. Blame the people who sold it, which is the people that live here, not the people over there. All right? A business proposition is a business proposition. Let's be real, even here. But what I'm saying is, we have to get out of this ideal that no matter what, it's always going to be the other. And I said that before in the last one. We have to get out of the other ideology. Because what does that get us? Nowhere. Period. Full stop. Yes. So I know this one is a little bit longer. It's about almost 20 minutes now. But I just wanted to say that because this is what they're doing. And then also, please, for the love of God, listen to the scientists. Listen to the governors. Do not listen to the Orange Chief. Don't listen to the Orange Menace, because he's literally trying to poison people now. He was trying to do it before, but this is like ridiculous. Even I know, period, not to ingest any kind of bleach or chlorohydrate, which is one of the combinations, chemical combinations of bleach or some of the household items. He's talking about ingesting it and then all of a sudden want to turn around and say, oh no, I was joking. Well, even if it was a joke, it's a fucked up joke. And number two, there are people that are going to listen to you. You're the president. Don't make that joke, because people are literally going to sit there and try to find a way to ingest it. And guess what? They're going to die, and you're going to sit there again and say, it ain't my fault. They did what they did. I ain't suggested. We have you on tape. Oh, that's fake news. Jesus Christ. So, it is what it is with those who are willing. But the only thing I can say for my brothers and sisters out there, whatever you may be, black, white, red, green, gay, straight, lesbian, transgender, and the whole listing of, the LGBTQIA. I don't care. Just think for yourself. Think for yourself. Because in the end, if you don't think for yourself, you're going to just, who knows what's going to happen. So, this is me getting ready to sign off. I don't think I have anything else because that last part was a big rant and it pushed me over to 22 minutes. But I appreciate your time. If you stayed this long, that means you really want to hear what I had to say, and I really do appreciate it. Please like and comment whenever you can. Still trying to get everything up and going. But I'm one of those people that's like, it is what it is. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. But I really do. I would appreciate it if you like and comment. This will be on the Facebook / Into Dark Productions page. It will also be on the Into Dark Productions page as well on YouTube. I have to find a way to plug that in when I'm doing the YouTube. Still working on that. And then and I don't have an Instagram, so leave me alone about that. I will. Leave me alone. Okay? But seriously, and then of course you can always reach us at Twitter at the handle is at Ruben and Steve, and that's all one word. Ruben and Steve, all one word. And you can reach us there. I'm going to start working a little bit harder on that particular page and start getting some stuff out. And other than that, have a good night. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know it was a little long. I do apologize. And I promise the next one will be shorter. Okay? Love. Harmony.